I don't have an intro. There is no intro. We're here again. This time, Act 3.
Ooh.
Dear John, you are no doubt reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Why the man grit needed to lift this book itself is a sign of your maturity. Not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the nuance of Sassaker's time-tested mischief. I am so proud of you, Oh, wait, shit, this should be Caden.
Kid,
What? Caden,
reading
this
time.
should be you. Holy shit, I didn't realize that.
Okay, I just spaced out and didn't realize you started reading.
Well, get to reading, Kaden.
So I have to do what? Read
The paragraph, yeah. The multiple paragraphs, yeah.
You sign here.
He's like, let me put on my reading glasses.
You are no doubt reading this. A handsome and strapping young man. Why the man grit needed to lift the book itself a sign of your maturity. Not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the nuance of Sassaker's time-tested mischief. I'm so proud of you, grandson. How I wish I could have delivered this heirloom to you in the flesh, but I'm afraid it wasn't in the cards. For you see, John, like you, this book must yet take a journey. Its journey will end on the final day of my life, and even then we will continue some. Though I suppose that will be up to your father. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day, when he and you are ready. But it is your journey I am writing about to wish you luck. There will come a day when you will be thrust into another world, and once you arrive, it is only the beginning. You will soon delve even deeper into a realm of wearing royalty. Time of 6 A realm of ancients and exiles, and consorts, and colonel sprites. What is that? Of toiling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Toiling underlings and slumbering denizens. A realm where four will gather, the air of breath and seer of light. The night of time and witch of space. And together they will listen. John, if only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life. And yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know for sure is that we will meet again. Until then, John, I do hope your father keeps you well fed.
So, lore.
Lord. Important. Remember, memorize everything that you just
Memorize
read
this
here, guys.
entire passage.
No thanks. I don't
Denizens, air of breath, seer of light, night of time, witch of space. They're
Ascend, fucking
all the personality
consorts,
traits.
denizens. Okay, anyway, Act 3. A silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely that she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often known to do. She may have a silly name, too. Or maybe not. It is hard to say for sure without asking her. But since she's slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well just give her a name right now. Enter name. I guess her name is Farmstink. Wake up! You try to roust Farmstink from her slumber, but she is really down for the count. It looks like she's holding some sort of note. Retrieve arms from... They're right there, in plain sight. Look, they are flashing red. Drop pumpkin on Farmstink. What pumpkin? You see no pumpkin, and frankly, it is hard to imagine there ever was a pumpkin, in plain sight or otherwise. Anyway, that would be a really terrible thing to do to poor sweet Farmstink. Read note. That's some green text, man.
I know. Farmstink, this is incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is...
Try again. Examine room. Your name is Jade. You have just woken from a restful nap, and as usual, you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests, so many in fact you have trouble keeping track of them all, even with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything on your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do? Jade, play a silly flute refrain. Hold up, what? Oh, what? What the hell? Wait, what buttons? What buttons?
What button?
He just says to plug in an NES controller. I wonder if it's possible to actually make music on this.
I somehow doubt it. Wait, you can go back to sleep by pressing Z.
Aw.
Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear around here all the time, especially to your unending chagrin, any sort of large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing the flute down in disgust. Jade, Captchalogue flute. On second thought, it was a perfectly nice flute, and there is no reason to take your frustration out on it. You will just need some time to practice. But before you Captchalogue the flute, you will need to set your fetch modus first. Jade, set modus. You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa bought you this modus set for Christmas. He's a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality.
Was that the Yahtzee and Boggle clue modus?
Who could forget the Monopoly modus?
Dictionary?
Ouija. I
Oh.
assume the Ouija modus is just that you get fucking random items out of it. Jade, select memory. You set your modus to memory and Captchalogue the flute. You allot
Oh
nine.
no.
You
No.
allot 9 cards to the modus from your deck, since that will be more than enough for your needs at the moment. The modus grabs
This is
9 more
worse.
cards for matching purposes. The flute is split up onto 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick 1 card and then pick its matching card. For the typical Silodexer, this modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time on mismatching. But you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try.
Unironically, I love this. I don't.
Okay, but this brings up my does that mean like Monopoly? Like you have to play a game of Monopoly?
Yeah, I
to
have
get
no
it?
idea how the Monopoly modus would work.
I'm assuming
Clue?
for the Monopoly, I'm assuming you'd like roll like a dice, and then it's like it's set up kind of like Monopoly board, and then you go to whatever space
You
you
land,
need.
you have to, you
You have to
land.
buy your space.
What the
Wait, what
fuck
about
does the
Clue?
operation modus look like?
You have to like try and pick up the things from the body. You have
Yeah,
to,
like you're
like
basically just
Operation.
playing Operation.
But the Silodex doesn't physically exist!
I don't know. That's the what do you think? What about Yahtzee? I imagine Yahtzee would be similar to Monopoly, where you have to like roll the correct combination to get the like you have to,
Do you have to solve a? If you pick Clue, do you have to solve a murder before you're allowed to get out your items?
I got it! It was the flute with the flute in the flute!
Wrong.
Damn it! Jade,
At the-
squeal!
At the bottom, he
Well,
calls
she's
her a
bo-
Mary Sue.
What a fucking Mary Sue. Jade, squeal like a piglet and fertilize some plants. It is an awfully silly idea and is basically a waste of everyone's time. You will predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objectives at once. Oh my god, this is so much fun.
finally someone listen to our terrible ideas.
This just feels like something we would do. Like we'd think, oh, that's.
You Captchalogue the bag of fertilizer.
Just do it.
Jade, consult colorful reminders. You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful, so you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as reminders. Each one means there is something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there is something important to remember now. It is your friend's John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online and wish him a happy birthday.
Look about FY, the green one on Pinky is reminding her to watch Shrek 2 later.
Purple, light blue, red.
Red. Shrek.
Shrek. Jade, capture log the pumpkin growing next to you. You snap up that pumpkin, which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Silodex will prevent it from being spirited away like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. Jade, exit this room. You make your way to the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory, as well as your bedroom. Jade, capture
Have I
log
seen
something.
that symbol before?
Probably.
That's
You know about how rich these guys' families have to be, and then there's just John.
John's. I mean, hey, he bought Dave fucking Ben Stiller's shades from Starsky and Hutch.
I mean, yeah, but like you
He
look at them,
seems
they got
pretty
these
good.
giant houses, and then he's kind of just like, hey, I got a tiny room.
Yeah, but the thing with Jade is it gets more bonkers as it
Oh
goes
yeah,
on.
don't worry about
I
that,
feel
guys.
I mean, I'm already confused. Those flowers are
Yeah.
wild, and I feel like I've seen that like atrium thing, like that centerpiece, like earlier in the part.
Probably.
The part? This isn't JoJo. Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick a juicy red crab apple. You go pick a nice looking key lime. Then a delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorite. And finally, a ripe yellow Eureka lemon. Modus fun aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Jade, go upstairs to bedroom. You almost never use the stairs.
Whoa, what? Who
Like I
is-
said, it gets more bonkers as it goes on.
Is she from a different universe?
Things are crazy.
This is also the person that we think might be
Sorry,
psychic or
this-
something. Wait, did her t-shirt change?
You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Jade, ascend. You enter your
Okay,
bedroom.
It changed.
It just
No,
changed.
it didn't. It was like that the whole
No,
time.
no, it was not.
No, you can't.
Keep
You
going.
can't gaslight me.
Keep going, Jacob.
You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you are immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. Oh, hey, look who it is. You are an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphological persuasion. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy. Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. You consider very briefly the question, what will you do? But you quickly realize this is only one half of your room, and is therefore host to only half of your interests to choose from.
Sorry,
Look
what?
on her wall. Look on her wall.
What?
There it is. Furry, sweet bro, and I'm tired.
Jade, explore the other half of your room. Over here are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for
Sure,
nostalgic
Ned.
television mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. You are a skilled markswoman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistently and eerily optimal results. Nevertheless, you have still not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you have borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You are a great admirer of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you know. But in spite of all his lessons, it is still difficult to escape his stern lectures when you're on the way out of the house to run your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma.
Sorry, Bruce, is it Grandpa Bruce or something?
And today will likely be no exception. Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. This animal must be fed, and he will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first, you really should dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now, what will you do? Jade, quickly retrieve firearms from wall. You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There would be hell to pay if Granddad caught you leaving the house without it.
What is like? Is she from like the world? Is her grandpa from World's Deadliest Game or something? Like, and also,
Yo.
her shirt keeps changing.
No, it's
No.
stayed the same.
Jade,
no, it
wonder
hasn't
why
changed
the
yet.
design on your shirt changed. There isn't
Oh.
much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobifier on its randomization setting. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit to that setting in the near future. Jade, captchalogue nearest Squiddles doll and hug it. Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and two of them get all tangled with each other playfully.
This that sparks some things on certain websites.
I'm sure it does. You captchalogue the
Sure.
Tangle Buddies. Jade, lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again. Oh, but you could never do that. What marvelous creatures they are! What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world. To hear one night those muted paw pads traipse up your stairs. A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the soper sweeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. A mysterious woven tongue invites. Wouldn't these ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? No need to answer. Words slough from the busy mind like a useless dead membrane as a more visceral sapience takes over. Something simpler is in charge now, a force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright, that farcical yoke the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing with each bold stomp bright odors demanding investigation. But not for long, as you and your new friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a weird bug and don't even care.
Okay.
So she's a furry.
Yeah.
Jade, pick up
Wait,
your
the
toys.
bottom?
Oh, yeah, hold up. The weird anime furry to the left. For some reason, I drew over this once NSFW furry art so that it had a human nose instead of some cute cat girl snout. Why did I do that? That's just awful.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look great.
Jade, pick up your toys. Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your Manthro chaps. They are wonderful friends and are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Why, dear Mr. Coxcomb, however will you be received at the Barnyard Gala without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each Manthro chap comes with a number of accessories, including articles of formal attire, a vaccination kit, and a dishwasher-safe slop trough. Due to the real hypodermic needles supplied with Coxcomb's vaccination kit, Manthro chaps have been banned from all first world and third world nations. Luckily, Jade lives in neither type of nation, so she and Coxcomb may attend the Barnyard Gala unfettered.
Real needles.
Okay then.
Jade, organize all your dolls. You gather all your dolls into a rather cozy-looking pile. Jade, change wardrobifier setting. You deactivate the wardrobifier's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. The decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion.
Oh, this was like a vote you could do.
This was a
Oh, no.
real poll that was held.
So she could have just ended up with she could have ended up with the same symbol as John, but blue.
I mean, I think Hussey was probably always going to take the top 3, so...
Yeah.
Jade, look out window. It is another beautiful day in your neighborhood. It is peaceful and quiet as usual. A rather imposing volcano looms over your house, which has been inactive for centuries. Though dormant on the surface, the volcanic activity deep underground provides your house with a source of geothermal power. You are not sure why your grandfather decided to draw from this source of energy when he had the unlimited power of the atom at his disposal, but it has been this way for as long as you can remember. You have chalked it up to your family's long-standing propensity for eclectic fursuits. Wait, you mean pursuits? Jade, retrieve fursuit from Magic Chest. What is this nonsense about fursuits? You do not own a fursuit. You think anthropomorphic fauna are really cute and enchanting and all, but it has never occurred to you to dress as one. Sure, it is fun to imagine what it would be like to run wild with a pack of wolves, or purr and frolic with a litter of kittens, but dressing up as an animal just seems ridiculous. It would still just be a silly girl draped in a raggedy synthetic tufty piece of crap, and seriously, who are you trying to kid with that sort of baloney? Anyway, it is not a magic chest, it is your gadget chest, which you have adapted for storing a number of useful gizmos. It was once your oracle's trunk, a gift from your grandfather, of course, and still contains many silly fortune-telling knickknacks, all of which are completely bogus.
I want to talk like how these paragraphs are like bogus gizmos. I
Baloney.
I only
My
strive
Homestuckify
to talk
your
like this.
vocabulary.
I'm gonna homestuckify my vocabulary. I swear to God.
Who
Sort of
is her
baloney.
grandpa?
Oh my God.
Who is your grandpa?
I'm calling
You'll
sass
figure
at
out.
Her
this.
grandpa
it'll get
is
weird.
her grandpa.
Okay, is it? Okay, you know what?
We've had a character named Bro, Dad, and Mom. I don't think we're gonna be getting much more beyond that for him.
Her grandpa's weird.
We've also had a
guys.
character named Nana.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna get Nana.
Jade, open chest. Among the fortune-telling knickknacks are these items: a crystal ball plus compulsory velvet pillow, a tarot deck, a magic 8 ball, a magic cue ball, and one of your favorite books of all time, Problem Sooth. I wonder what that could mean. Among the useful gizmos are, of course, your computer, which you keep inside a fun lunchbox for easy transport, and a couple of gizmos you keep handy so you don't always have to make the long trip to the kitchen. There is a cookalizer for preparing delicious meals, and a refrigerator, a name which clearly is a wacky variation on the much more common household item, the refrigifiificator.
Okay.
Jade, examine magic 8 ball and magic cue ball. By the way, what the fuck is a magic cue ball?
It's
You-
apparently just a magic cue ball.
These things are stupid and useless. When the magic 8 ball isn't being frustratingly ambiguous, its forecast is always wrong. You've tested it numerous times with certain facts you know to be true. This is its reply when you ask if it is your friend John's birthday today. See? Stupid. You guess maybe it could be used as a reverse prediction device and always trust the opposite of what it says, but that seems dumb to you. And anyway, the thing gives you a bad vibe. You might consider smashing it, but you're a little superstitious about whatever ominous consequences that might have, even if the occult talisman in question is a cheap piece of garbage. The magic cue ball, on the other hand...
I love it.
The magic cue ball, on the other hand, is said to make predictions with alarming precision and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view the prediction. You put both of these pieces of junk back in the box.
Beautiful.
Who gave her just a normal cue ball? And it's magic.
It's
I totally
magical.
didn't forget your birthday. I totally didn't forget your birthday. It's a magic cue ball.
Anyway, here's a box. Jade, Captchalogue refrigerator. Oh god. You take the refrigerator. You might as well grab the cookalizer too. No portable kitchen is complete without it. You take your lunch top too, because obviously you're going to be using that pretty soon. Whoops, there goes your flute. But who cares? Jade, feed your friend. Before you go out to feed Beck, you will need to prepare a meal for him. You clear some space on your work table so you can set up your refrigerator and cookalizer. Just for fun, Jade allows you to take a stab at matching the cards to use the gizmos. It doesn't present much of a challenge for her, so she figures she might as well step aside while providing a few generous hints. No, warmer, cooler, cold. Warmer, yes, no, cold, ice cold. Warmer. You've selected the key lime. Way to go. Try again. Hot, wait, no, cold, really cold, frozen fucking tundra. Take another crack at this. Congratulations, you advance your matching skill to the new level, Yukon Hero, Legacy of the Frostbite Amputee. Jade is beginning to regret breaking the fourth wall for this ill-advised escapade. Okay, one more time. If it were known in advance how terrible you were going to be at this matching game, the author may have given second thought to preparing this cool interactive Flash application. Look at all these fruits on the loose. Good luck trying to settle them down. Now on this page I'm lampooning the fact that this wasn't a Flash game, it was just a series of automated GIFs that made it appear as if the player was a bumbling idiot. You have to remember, this isn't a book now.
It's in a physical book.
I have that physical book right over there.
You just deploy the gadgets yourself. Jade, stick fruits in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. These fruits are unlikely to become less impudent anytime soon, regardless of where they're stored, but you stick them in anyway. You take a look at the refrigerator's rotary interface. You wonder what he is in the mood for today. Jade, press the steak button. Okay, well, it's a rotary dial, so there are no buttons to press, but whatever, that doesn't really matter. You dial up a thick T-bone steak, which you are sure Bequerel is in the mood for, because he is in the mood for steak every day, and is never in the mood for anything else. But he does like his steak well cooked. Jade, lightly irradiate steak. He does prefer his steak rare, after all, but you will not dignify the thought of turning the knob much further because you are not stupid. You capture log the irradiated steak and save it for your trip outside. You probably shouldn't waste much more time. You wouldn't want all those nice depleted steak isotopes to settle down. I'm honestly a little bit surprised she doesn't just, like, have the fucking demon core in her room or something.
The elephant's foot, like...
Yeah, like... Jade, examine the atomic base by your bed. You wouldn't exactly call it an atomic base, but it is heavily customized to accommodate a high level of musical virtuosity. The perfect instrument for the eclectically spirited. You've tuned the strings way down, of course, because your stumpy arms can't reach the low notes. You switch your...
The dance setting.
You promptly switch it back, since obviously it's too complicated to play it in person like this. The default setting is your preferred mode for casual jamming. And since you can't possibly waste enough time playing music, casual jam is exactly what you're gonna do. Jade, play a hauntingly relaxing bass line.
What is that house?
Jade, capture log bass. You take the portable amp from the wall socket too. Wait a minute. Jade, open Lunchtop. You like to make yourself comfy in your plushie pile before getting down to business with your computer.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat your mom. Jade, get down to business.
What?
Yeah,
Entering
you
her
know.
desktop. She's in the metaverse.
She's in the metaverse. Somebody get Zuck on the phone.
Watch this. Be the whole
Pussy did
reason-
it first.
Watch him, and
Pussy did
this
it
be the
first.
reason why he got the idea from Metaverse. He watched this and was like, yes, we did this.
This sounds like a horrifying idea.
Jade,
A
activate
Homestuck
Pester
runs the
Chum.
world.
Where's my Homestuck VR game? Hey, look, John is online. Hooray! Also, it looks like Dave pestered you about something yesterday, but you missed it. Oh god. Oh god, it's coming up soon, isn't it? Jade, pester John. You greet John, but he does not respond. He is undoubtedly gallivanting around his house in a state of barely restrained birthday mirth. He may also be retrieving the 2 packages and the 2 envelopes which you are certain came in the mail for him earlier. You will wait a little while and see if he returns before you head out. Jade, see if Dave left you a sweet new wrap. It does not appear so, but you just never know with that crazy and cool guy. So cool. Hey. Oh, you're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I still don't know how that works. It's like nothing means anything. It's so cool getting hella chumped by your coquettish damn riddles all the time. I don't know why I believe anything you say. I'm like the Grand Marshal of gross chumpage, waving around my baby-ass chump-ductor baton. Assistant Director of Chumpography. Celebrated author Ernest Chumpingway. Wait, weak. Chumple-Stiltskin. Chumple-Dipshit? Yeah. You're asleep, yes? No? S equals species. Baboon? Kangaroo rat? If kangaroo rat, yiff twice, please. Okay, well, you're not saying anything, so I guess whether you're not awake or unasleep or whatever, you're just not around, and I'm wasting good material. Even worse, I'm wasting a killer persona here. Like, I don't know, like a wide-open V-shaped leotard and a fuck ton of body paint. Some, like, sinewy back-arching Cirque du Soleil-looking motherfucker. Always low to the ground, getting a good prowl on, like I dropped my keys in the dark. Nimble son of a bitch who had the gumption to glue a nasty pair of latex cat lips to his face. For a reason that wasn't a joke. Jade, hey, where are you? Seriously, I'm sitting here tonight with a fucking bag of kibble jacked open on my lap and primed for goddamn bear, and you're gone. By the way, my name is Aquit Permusk, hardest buttock in the jungle, tempered steel. Hey, yeah, just wanted to give you this remix I finished here. So yeah, you don't have to respond to any of that, by the way. I'll probably forget half the shit I said anyway. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Jade.
This is why they're heavily shipped.
Jade, open fresh jams. Okay, and then we've got the Aggrieve remix. Verdancy, bassline. Potential verdancy. Oh god, what? Oh god, what? Remix? Rediscover Fusion. Crystallanthemums. And of course, the new one, Explore Remix. Anyway, these are all like full songs, and I want to spend 8 million years on this page. Jade, open Echidna and go to mspaintadventures.com. You open your web browser and visit MSPA. You navigate to a random page in the middle of the latest epic. Looks like he was just finishing up some sort of weird tangential intermission here. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever. Interesting. End intermission. Oh god. Midnight Crew, Act 1031.
1,000?
Diamonds Droog. Clubs Deuce. Hearts Boxcars. Spades Slick. The Felt.
What is this?
You'll find out.
You've killed a
It's
little
the-
time, but still no sign of John. Jade, pester Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, sup?
Not much. What's up with you, bro?
A good one. It's alright, being chill, I guess. You know how it goes.
Great. Feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy?
Oh man, you know it.
So cool.
You know shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas, I am telling you.
Smiley face. So have you talked to John today?
Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Silodex. Can you believe he still uses stack? That kid's ridiculous.
Lol. Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
Wait, what was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot. Whenever we talk about your goofy moduses, I get a migraine. What do you want with John?
I want to tell him happy birthday and ask him about his birthday package.
Oh yeah, I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came yet.
I think it did.
Yeah?
I think mine came too.
So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something?
No. He will not open it. He will lose it.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, I guess.
No, it's good actually, because he will find it again later when he really needs it. Which of course is why I sent it in the first place.
See, like, I never get how you know these things.
I don't know. I just know what I know.
Alright.
Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking.
Man, if I were you, I would just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off.
I don't think I could even if I tried.
Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay?
Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is, usually. Intense.
Well, yeah, isn't it always with family? He sounds like a total badass.
Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya. Dave. Strife.
Why is this so cool for no good reason?
Dave is so cool.
This
Okay.
is very cool.
Was that the first, like, clear image we've seen of Bro this entire time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, that song slaps.
That's so good. I love that.
Rose is online. Jade, pester Rose.
Is that the start of it?
Yeah.
I require a font of frighteningly accurate yet infuriatingly non-specific information. Do you know where I can find a wellspring of the sort?
Yeah, okay, but what? We can't talk for long.
You have plans?
Well, yes, I do, but it's just that you will lose your internet connection soon. And we won't talk again for a pretty long time. Not until you enter.
Enter?
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about. This is the itch that needed scratching. My avarice is the inscrutable. It is limitless.
Well, what did you want to know?
You've been insisting today was the big day. We all would play a game you didn't know the name of. A game you said I'd get in the mail, and did. One that would help me answer some questions, but Strider is being obtuse and I can't catch John at his computer. You don't even have the game yourself, and on top of all that, my internet is unstable. So are you sure today is the day?
There sure are a lot of challenges, but yes, I'm sure. Dave is cool. You know he will come around when the time is right. He just has a lot of work to do first. And so do you. You'll need to keep searching for a stable signal and power source. It'll be hard, but don't give up. And don't worry about me either. Focus on playing with John first. It all starts with you two.
Is there nothing else you could say to prepare me for this? I'm sure you think little blithely upsetting. I'm sure you think little of blithely upsetting dark forces with Grandpa Moro over there, Hell Murder Island. But honestly, I've only read a few books on it.
Dark, that's ridiculous. I don't really know what to tell you other than it's not going to be what you think it is. And most importantly, you will have your questions answered. But they will be the ones you haven't thought to ask yet. Just be patient and brave, you'll see. It'll be fun. Oh, look like you've got to go. Take care, Rose.
Jade, be the other girl. You are now the other girl, several hours in the future. It appears a secret passage in the mausoleum has been opened. It's getting awfully toasty in here. You gather up your belongings, including your dead cat. Rose, descend. Hold up. Yeah. Jade, stop being the other girl and pester John again. You've spent enough time for now concerning yourself with the future of your friends. John will not be available until later. By then, he will have his hands full, as will you. You pack up your lunch top and get ready to take care of some business downstairs. Jade, descend. Try as you might, you can't stop your mind from drifting to the fate of your friends. You dwell in a particular configuration of reminders on your finger. Also in the future, but years, not hours, under bare white branches, a century awakens.
No.
We're not reading all of this. This is also definitely not Rose, right? Wait, maybe it is. I can't tell. Anyway,
Yeah, it
No,
is.
it wasn't capitalized.
punch card calculator. Oh, I guess, like, this is a real thing. Oh, John wrote this, apparently. You enter the laboratory. Rose, look for mad scientists. There are no scientists to be found, mad or otherwise, or anyone for that matter. The lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk, though. It looks like the kiosk monitors the lab's enormous hub grid. Jade, transportalize as far down as you can go. This is as far down as you can go. The grand foyer is still a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of Grandpa's impressive big game trophies, and you just don't think he would cotton to someone moving it. Speaking of which, here are some of his trophies now. He has 1 million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. Jade, proceed. You hop down a level. Granddad also likes to accumulate valiant knights from his travels. These are pretty cool, you guess. Jade, keep going.
What?
Oh yeah, how could you forget about his stash of decrepit mummies? God, you hate these things.
Why do you collect those?
Jade.
Sir, what do you do for a living?
Oh, you know, just the usual. Don't stop.
Okay.
This is your grandfather's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. No lovely lady will be fit for his collection unless her portrait has spent at least 20 years bleaching in the front window of a beauty parlor, a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. You guess they were sort of like your sisters while growing up, and you were always encouraged to look up to them. They're awfully pretty ladies, you suppose, but it was always hard to get as excited about them as Grandpa. Jade, study hard and keep your rifle at the ready. When adventure summons, I know you will rise to the task and take your rightful place among the daughters of Eclectica. That old coot sure is a bag of wind. Jade, complete your descent. You reach the ground level. This is the stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is unspeakably hideous. Down the southeast hall is the grand foyer. You'll have to cross through it to leave the house. Looks like someone's pestering you, even though you thought you logged off? Jade, answer. Oh god, yeah. Hold up. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute.
Oh boy.
Listen up, y'all.
Hi again, idiot.
No.
So I guess today is finally the day you fuck everything up.
Angry face.
Is there nothing I can do to change your mind?
You can leave me alone. How can you even be talking to me after I blocked you? And after I logged out?
You don't get that I am better and smarter than you in every way forever. You don't get that because you are incredibly stupid.
I can say you were a jerk and should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk.
Garden Gnostic, blocked carcinogeneticist at 1306.
Okay, Carcat.
Hey, you're not supposed to know that yet. Rose, look at
Okay,
that kiosk. Oh, I'm sorry. He's only the most famous Homestuck character.
And you guys have had me listening to a song on repeat.
You're the one who's chosen to do that. We've only played it a couple times.
Okay, I listened to it one time and it's like, oh shit, that's kind of good.
Oh my god.
We've done it.
Looks like a mapping of each hub's index. It appears one of the hubs was recently unlocked. Rose, go to the center and do a goofy dance. At the center, you find a little stage that looks perfect for supporting a spectacularly silly dance. Or it would if standing on it didn't make you a little nervous, and also if that didn't sound like a bad idea given the circumstances. It looks sort of like the various contraptions you've been deploying in John's house. You wonder what it does. Rose, attempt to plug laptop into nearby hub.
Oh,
Great, you just vaporized your dead cat. Oh well, ashes to ashes, you guess. There's got to be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. Rose, examine fetch modus. Looks like you can choose between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting the whole tree, as you've been doing. You select a leaf. You also turn off auto balances, since its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes. You gather up all your items again in an order that places your laptop in a conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do this a lot sooner. Kind of a funny looking tree now, but your concern for structural elegance is at an all-time low. Rose, find the unlocked hub. As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is, hub SN_lab0413. It is unlocked and thus removable from the grid. You suspect this was the same beacon transmitting the unsecured signal you were using earlier. You pick the laptop leaf from the tree. You plug your laptop into the hub, then captchalogue the hub, and then the laptop. There must be a better place around here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. You look around. Hey, what's that? It's another one of those ominous countdowns. You didn't notice it when you first entered the lab about a minute ago. It looks like this one may have been ticking for years. Whatever it's ticking down to, there isn't much time. You can only hope that when you turn on your computer again, there will be a connection invitation from one Mr. Strider. Again in the future. Another timer winds down, sideways.
Uh-oh, this tower collapsed.
Dave, abscond. Oh, do I have to? Okay.
Oh, there he is. Can't abscond, bro.
Bro's so cool. I think I'm genuinely in love with Bro.
He is very cool. This is such a good song.
Say we will about Homestuck, but there's some banger music in this.
Oh yeah. Why is he so cool?
Why do you understand?
Why is this
I
such
told
an
you, dog.
amazing scene?
It keeps happening! What does?
I am going to watch that on repeat for the next 2 weeks. I'm warning
It's,
you about that.
it's-
That has no
I-
right to
I
be as
assume
cool
that's
as
on
this
YouTube
is.
as Dave Abscond, right?
I'm looking this up right
yeah.
now.
What does? You don't have time to
Oh,
humor
yeah.
every
Oh,
random
that's-
thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking.
That was gorgeous.
Rose, look around for anything else of importance. This looks like something of importance. It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring a great number of SPURB sessions in the northeast United States and parts of Canada. Upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions.
Canada! Woo!
Dylan just hyped for Canada rep.
That's how we be Canada rep.
It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It seems each session corresponds with a meteor, but not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot appears to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow dots are imminent collisions. Green will have impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down. You use the panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are, of course, the hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of these meteorites have either landed already or will shortly. Centered over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you could certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the lab, centered suspiciously near the location of your house, is an even larger looming collision, though this one appears slightly less imminent. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. You zoom way out and narrow the search based on size. The two at the top of the list appear to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. The second biggest is over a US city. The biggest by a landslide is, luckily for the Earth you suppose, way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
That would still be very bad.
Yeah, generally.
Just point that out. That would
Also,
still be
these
very bad
locations
to
are
hear.
important. Anyway, Rose, turn on your laptop and check on John.
Wait, is it the lost city of Atlantis?
Oh my god. You plug the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal the hub is broadcasting. Your Spurb session reconnects. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaking. Last time you saw him, he was on one of the roof platforms. You will have to navigate via the Spurb interface to find him. Rose, ascend.
That is so cool.
We've got like 3 great songs this part. It's a great act. The pogo hammer.
Look how cool this fight scene is.
These are all so good.
She's summoning bathtubs and toilets.
John, high five
That's a-
Nanaquin.
Good work, John.
Oh, hey, you're back.
For now, I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another large meteor headed for my present location.
Oh, so you mean Dave connected with you?
Not yet. I'll explain later. But I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to your location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence.
Okay. I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant?
Probably not at the moment, and certainly not to you. I have to go.
Okay, later.
P.S. Try not to waste too much of that grist while I'm gone.
John, immediately waste all grist on a shiny new fleet of pogo rides and 10 tons of gushers. John, climb that echelon. You rocket up the echelon to the dizzying heights of the vaunted Boy Skylark rank. Your new feather is earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. Oh my god. Right, 2009. John, collect fat loots.
So 2009.
It's a product of its time.
You and your ceramic pork hollow rejoice in the mound of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You're still not sure what all these boondollars can actually get you, but when putting in such insane loot hand over fist like this, who cares? Not you. John, pick up as much grist as you can hold. Your expanded cash limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 2,260 pieces of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. You can't wait to find
That's
out what
probably
amazing
safe.
items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to produce.
Is it Freddy?
It's been so long.
Oh god, there's grist littered down there too. Those stupid ogres? Those stupid ogres were like huge grist pinatas. One of those... Oh god, yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
It's jammed in the hole in the platform. You guess there's only one way to get it.
John, don't forget your book. It's your birthday. No.
That
What?
says birthright.
Birthright. He wants to give it a read. Moment. particularly the first several pages.
Okay, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana.
Yes, dear?
Since I'm trying to get up to that gate, and since you can sort of conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to the gate?
Yes, of course, John. But that would not serve your purpose well. There is a very good reason why you should build up to it, and then keep building.
Oh, okay. I guess that's what I figured. So, just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a clear explanation, you can give me a series of really coy riddles about it and then sort of giggle?
John, you are a very fresh young man. Your father has done such a wonderful job raising you, and I'm so proud of you both.
Haha, I guess.
When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You will find the place where the constellations dance beneath the cloud. And then your true work may begin. Ho ho ho!
I suddenly understand everything.
He doesn't understand everything. Elsewhere, we find a place where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil
What?
of darkness. Yeah, we're here
It's
now.
important.
It is important, but not yet.
Oh, it's sad.
Graveyard stuffers. You are now the Peregrine Mendicant. You are flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? PM. Check mail. This message to Dr. Brenner is looking pretty serious. PM. Open envelope. Never. The mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, just as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland for that matter. The mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of civilized... Wait, hold that thought for one moment.
I like this guy.
The mail is the one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from its ashes, and the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of the light of knowledge, free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They are the bold toters of all those little papery conduits of freedom, the white postmarked angels that whisper a message on their deliverance, a promise to the yearning. There is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. Mail. PM, examine keyboard and screen. It's the terminal you used to activate the station's homing mechanism. It looks like it has now returned control to you. The default viewport displays commands previously entered, including your last and only command, home. PM, type view. You type another one of the previously entered commands. It switches to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There's a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. The girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Don't I know you? Rose, refuse to acknowledge the absurd tea set. You successfully disregard the tea set because it's stupid and shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the lab.
Where did the tea set come from? Just...
Looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. No time for messing around in here, though. Oh, wait, I just realized what this means. Rose, wear the scarf. Be the writer. Okay, maybe you'll do a little messing around. You are only human after... Oh, what's that? You're accosted by a friendly mutant kitten.
Oh.
It's a
John, resist great urge to take the wedged shale. You know you should grab this thing, but... You were suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. With all the scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D. Give me an E. Give me an S. Give me a C. John, jump down! Jade, scamper into Grand Foyer with wild abandon. You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh look, it was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world going on adventures and stuff. Those goddamn stupid globes. Jade, arm yourself. Grandpa will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need, another one of his blustering mustachioed diatribes. You're rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up. But ideally you can evade him altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door and you'll be scot-free. Jade, examine those chaps on the sofa. These are the Manor's 4 distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's all very mannerly and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He's so predictable. And there he goes. The old man has the flame. We've already read this one. The big man has the rock. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you're fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Jade, leap dramatically across the divide. Whoops. You guess an encounter with him is almost certain now, but most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to. Let's say Dave. Strife!
Yes.
Another one.
Aw, snap. Preloader psych out.
No. Oh,
Strife?
Strife. Is he a robot?
I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Have you listened to UK for the Homestuck?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know what the deal with him is.
I don't understand it, but
It says it in the song.
It does, technically. Yes, I am going out with this gun. No, I will not go get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I will be fine. This is a perfectly deadly gun and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I am going now. Goodbye. Less than 3. Jade, abscond. He was so much easier to deal with when he was alive.
Okay then.
oh, she's been dead the whole time.
PM, miraculously survive. Oh, we unlocked a blog spot.
What?
PM, peer out explosion hole.
Not the mail.
The mail!
Get.
He brought us back the mail. Rose, refuse to acknowledge the absurd kitten. You fail miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Rose, insert coin. This weird arcade gizmo adapted to the setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins on the fridge, remember? Rose, let's play a game. This doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be an purifier. Rose, screw around with the purifier. You mess with the controls. Hey, Jaspers is alive! Or, at least he was in the past. According to the timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. You try to move the crosshairs with the joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked on a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have much time to horse around with this thing. You zoom out. It looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. You weren't making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically recalcitrant. You possibly jotted this phrase down in your pad. It's hard to remember, though. Wait, could this be that day? Rose, cause time paradox. You attempt to purify Jaspers. This would surely cause a time paradox, because you can plainly see that he's not told you his secret yet. But it seems the machine... Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But it seems the machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices. The paradox ghost imprint of Jaspers purifies instead, and quickly settles into a mound of sludge. You know.
Yeah, I think we should pause for a moment.
Cat.
I think this is a kind of cat. Look at it. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, we'll wait for Dylan.
This bit is a
What's that? I
little
gotta go?
important to Homestuck.
I I gotta go. See ya.
Don't you dare.
Don't you
Show up
fucking
to your
dare.
place of housing and
I will show up to your residence and I will delete your Minecraft world.
I will delete Destiny 2.
Not off your computer. I will just delete the concept of Destiny 2.
Exactly.
Hold on, it no longer exists.
CGAT, CGAT, CGAT. I wonder if that means anything. I wonder if that has relevance to something we've already seen.
You said that like you were the narrator.
The narrator
You-
voice is just my normal voice.
Well, here's the thing. When you start narrating, you have a slightly different tone. It's hard to explain. And you said that like you were reading the passage.
So they brought back Mountain Dew Pitch Black, but it seems they want it to fail again because I have not been able to find it in any store ever. Like, where I
saw
work,
it.
Well, I work in a grocery store, obviously, you know, and like we had it a couple times, and I got it every time I saw it, but like I haven't seen it in like 2 weeks.
I have to go check the gas station that's near me because if it's there, I don't know what I'll do. I don't. What just happened?
Dylan, he went to the Yu-Gi-Oh chat.
Oh no.
Hello?
Okay, cool.
Hello.
For a long
Hello.
second, like, I was sitting here and I thought you heard me and you were going off on a tangent on Minecraft worlds and I'm like, you guys just not hear me? Or okay, we're here now. and then I looked at my thing like, oh wait, it's not green. I want to like rudely interrupt your conversation.
Welcome back.
I mean, we can if you want.
No, that's fine.
Paradox, yeah, it's basically she tries to purify Jaspers and it won't let her make a paradox, so it becomes sludge. The machine beside it sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses is being evaluated by the device. The device generates a fetal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, though. The good news is that it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. I wonder where we've heard that word before. Rose, have a flashback. There is no need for a flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happened right here on the monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jaspers reveals his stunning secret to you in strict confidence. Before you could ask him to clarify, he vanished into thin air. You now believe you understood why. However, you were not the one to purify him from this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before the absurd funeral service she insisted upon. Rose, trace Jasper's whereabouts on the machine. You roll the clock forward to a week after he vanished. It seems there is no accessible feed tracing his whereabouts during that time frame. You fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Rose, fast forward to now.
What?
Imagine how traumatizing it would be for a child to find their dead cat washed up on shore.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty traumatizing.
I was traumatized like few months ago when I found a cat in a situation.
What is this audio?
It's one of the many great songs of Homestuck.
It's Corral for Jaspers by Michael Guy Bowman. what did I just do?
Right.
You know.
What is happening right now?
We went to a different timeline.
We're in Pony Corral now. Though it's weird and random, it's the greatest fandom.
Truly. It is quite outrageous, but it's so contagious.
What?
I genuinely have never seen this page before.
Me neither. Eventually we're gonna get
Homestuck
to a
slash
part.
pony.
What? Ghost there.
What?
Cool. Sure.
Sure, Homestuck.
It's Jasper's. He's alive. Well, okay. He's still dead, but his body is intact. Turns out it wasn't some kind of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapalizer. Rose, purify Jasper's immediately. Good thing you finally got all this sorted out. You only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat in Amscray. Rose, stop fooling around and transportalize out of there. Jade, locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. The Quirrell has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He is completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a little, but you've long since grown accustomed to it. Huh? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along. Jade, retrieve the package you expected to arrive. The birthday package you were expecting from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there, past the crumbling monument, a satellite to the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon. John, triple somersault into room, etc. Stick the landing. Okay, you do that. You are now in your dad's room. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It probably contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms and paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. John, Snoop. Yeah, here come the secrets. Get ready for some major Wait, these are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the hell is going on here? John, examine your dad's room. Who's this douchebag?
Who even is this douchebag?
John, calm down. It'll be alright. So all those years, while you believed he was out busking up the corners with his hilarious antics, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along. He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son. Maybe he was too embarrassed to tell you the truth. Maybe it was just that you'd never bothered to ask. You always just assumed. Unrevealed fact, when John imagined his dad's life as a street busker, he figured most people who gave him money were paying him to stop. The human prisoner has broken out of his jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell door with heavy objects have proven futile.
Yet again.
Yet again.
You're gonna need a bigger safe.
Who's
this guy?
This man?
Enter name. Spade Slick? You got a nice ring to it, but you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Take another stab at it. Okay, wait, is that? Yes, those are Andrew Hussey's hands. State name and rank. You are Archagent Jack Noir. You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom. Presently, you are determining how to deal with this prisoner who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a series of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much to your utter contempt, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago.
I'm sorry, Jack Noir.
Archagent Jack Noir, thank you very much. Jack,
You earned that title.
don comical hat. This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace than coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with the pipe and his child showed up. But you draw the line at the hat. Jack, call a minion. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Your transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Fine. You begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just ruler. What a pain in the ass. Jack, throw down hat in disgust. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait, what now?
Are you sure he's just a normal businessman?
He's a fucking strong businessman, I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to go handle this yourself. John, investigate room for anything Dad may have left behind. It seems there's some unopened birthday presents, which Dad didn't get around to giving you yet. John, present time! Open a present, see what's inside! The one on the right seems promising. You open it to see what it is inside, and oh god, yes! And oh god, we're still in 2009. John, obtain sweet loot!
We're almost out of 2009.
True. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the Modus control deck, you get a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but yeah, you'll take them. It must be great to be a kid in Homestuck world. Instead of getting Nintendos and stuff for your birthday, you just accumulate more weird and stupid ways to pick stuff up.
So does like everyone in this universe have like everyone?
I don't know,
has
ask
these?
Hussy.
What happens if you aren't born? Or, like, are you born with like a basic one and you upgrade it? Or do backpacks not exist?
I don't know, just message eBoy Clown Hussy on Instagram.
First thing you do is flush the extra cards into your deck. Okay, really, this is just way too many cards. John, equip Array Fetch Modus. The Array Modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring.
Okay, now imagine if Jade had this many cards with her.
Oh god! Hey, we don't have
She
proof
might
that she
actu-
doesn't. She explicitly stated that she only used so many cards.
Oh my
It would make her memory game so much more interesting for her. Apparently, I guess.
John,
Game's memory.
read instructions for control deck. There's nothing to read, really. You just pop some Modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, and see what happens. You start by putting the stack and queue modi in the slots. Your Sildex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card.
Ooh.
You see no reason at all not to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow the dust out first, of course. The Sildex reconfigures itself into an array of distinct queue stacks. Now we're talking. This is just the sort of needless complexity you have come to expect from your inventory management system. John, unwrap the smallest present first. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always. You receive a box of delicious fruit gushers! Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so.
Gushers.
John, open the big one. You thought wrong.
Stylish.
John, fill up an entire Q stack with shoes. Okay, awesome. Q stack full of shoes. John, build shoe gorg. John, analog fruit gushers. Dang, you spaced out and put it in the wrong Q stack. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this thing. John, closely inspect fruit gushers box. So delicious. You can't wait to capture one of these packs and make like 1,000,000 gushers. Screw all this building nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be. The heinous batter witch has her gnarled claws in everything. What do gushers have to do with the baked goods anyway? How does this make sense? Why? Why? John, mental breakdown.
Colonic rush. I want that mixed berry social anxiety disorder.
I'm stressing.
This is stupid. Jade, retrieve package.
What? Was that Dave's roof?
Arf.
Arf.
Arf. Wait. Get the second name on the second
Good
song.
dog.
Best friend.
Best friend.
Fox.
Wait, go back.
Wait, what?
Look at that second name on the second song.
Yeah, it's Toby Fox, obviously.
Toby Fox.
Back to sleep.
Man, the author's notes are really spoiling something big every time Jade falls asleep, huh? Rose, check self for any mixed atoms with cat. Nope, no mixed atoms. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourself. Your new kitty, whose name is... You'll think of one later. Hey, where the heck are you, anyway? Rose, look around the room. Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and the vantage from the window tells you this is your mom's room. Or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation.
Jesus, Mom has a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose, peel printed liquor bottle pattern off of shelf surface.
What are you doing? Shut up.
Rose, watch the meteor impact. Huh, that's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Gee.
Better get out of here. This room is a powder keg with all this booze lying around. John, get down to business.
Let's get down
To defeat the clowns. Suddenly, you were feeling very businessman-like for some reason. You just punched a shitload of cards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time you didn't foolishly destroy any items. You just looked at the codes for some objects you rounded up and punched them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back, as if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with her computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Jade, dream.
uh, 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 uh,
You are now dreaming.
uh,
Your dream bot is awake and active.
uh,
Jade, obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you, a strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you can never get any sleep. Jade, realize you can fly. There's not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Jade, open the package. You stop all this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. This package has an important journey to make first. You are planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside. Otherwise, you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate. Months in the past. Enough for the above weather to be seasonably reconcilable.
Hey, happy birthday, Jade.
Yay! Thank you, John.
Okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus, I sent Rose's and Dave's too. Why do you guys? Why do your guys' birthdays got to be all bunched together like that? You're running me ragged.
Foreshadowing.
I know, but it is. Yeah, okay. But it's nice of you to think of all like that.
I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink.
I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it'll be worth the wait.
Oh man, I am such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes you to get stuff. Ah.
John, that's okay, really. I'm sure. Why did she type like this?
Oh no, this one's just a real typo.
Is that seriously just a...
This one's just a word actually missing.
I'm sure we'll get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does.
Okay, well, I hope so.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away.
Oh god, the trolls again?
Yep.
They have been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there are so many. There are either like 50 of these jackasses or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts.
I never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they are probably all different people, not one guy. I have counted 12.
What do they want with us?
Some people just like... Needle?
That is Needle.
Yes.
Needle others for some reason, John. It was like a game, I guess. They're like pranksters.
Oh hell no, shittiest pranksters ever.
But I think they're mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going for years. But actually some of them are kind of funny, I think.
Oh wow, what, years? Okay, well I am sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my pester chum handle to throw them off the trail. So I guess I'm gonna do that.
Give me a moment, because I know it's coming up, and I need to pull something up real quick.
He used to be Ghostly Trickster.
Ghosty Trickster, even.
Ghosty Trickster.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
John, make totems. You've already carved a few totems, but you have had to return to the living room for more Cruxite dowels. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You just can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you. Rose, flee your room. At long last, you return to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. Suppose you will call it Muty for short. Vodka Mutini.
Her and her mother have a drinking problem, apparently.
Rose, pester John.
That's quite a totem collection. What are you planning?
Oh, whoa, hi. Oh, gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now?
No, that was the nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement.
Wow, congrats, I guess.
Thank you. Have you seen Dave?
Nah, his bro is probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on that matter.
Okay, I'm gonna start putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack breeding and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay?
Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's lousy with gushers.
Gushers?
I mean, Christ. Serves them right for ruining my posters, though, the bastards.
Which posters?
Don't you see? My sweet movie posters. Look at them. They're fucking ruined.
John?
Hmm?
Are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters?
Yeah.
Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room. The moment we started playing this game, I thought you defaced them ironically to mock your father's interests. John?
Very funny, Rose. Ha 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 ha. Nice joke. Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line, Frank. Hee hee ha 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 ha.
This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation.
Yes, yes. Let's keep this joke going because it is such a good one. Ha. Oh my ha.
WV. Descend. You cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered up and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You've used all the cable you can find. You will have to come up with another plan. WV. Sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. Absolutely not. What are you, crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever, period. I can hear myself echoing.
It's Raven.
What?
When James speaks loud, you have an echo.
I turned him down.
Okay, cool. WV, purify the temple. That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. That temple is way too big. You'd probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers near the temple. WV, command Serenity to carry the rope to you. She is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. There is an old rusty harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if somebody knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable, and that you were particularly attached to that mayoral sash and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that much would surely possess a special gift. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. WV, get ye rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable and not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from one of your delicious pawns and put down. You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify the jumble of handy cable. Oh, of course. The time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred years ago. It is some sort of present from the past. In the present. Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing and you do not know what to make of it. Still, it is obviously critical mayoral business, which you take very seriously, and we will defend this package with your life. WV, try to purify the cable again. You set the time to the present and purify the jumble of cable. WV, take obvious course of action. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bindle. You then rappel down the station with the package, which must not leave your side. Years in the future. Which is to say, the present moment precisely. An aimless renegade prepares for company.
Ooh, He's wrapped up in caution tape.
Rose, build as much as you can, as fast as you can.
Okay, while I make some stuff here, could you keep an eye out for imps? I just keep the safe or tub handy or something. It'll serve them right for trashing my posters.
I keep telling you, the posters were always like that.
And I keep telling you, ha ha ha, very funny.
Here, look.
Yeah, I saw those, but they didn't look like that before. You must have changed them.
Even if I had the motive for such a bizarre and pointless deception, where would I even find the time? I don't even have Photoshop.
Then why didn't you tell me they were there?
I had no reason to think you were not aware of them. I thought they were strange, certainly, but was not struck by any particular impulse to discuss them.
Okay, it still doesn't make sense though. Implying that I drew on them a while ago and then forgot and couldn't see them and now suddenly see them. That's stupid. What would that even mean?
It looks like you were in your father's room recently.
Yep.
And how did it make you feel to discover what was in there?
Oh no, I just realized you're going to therapify me. Well, don't bother.
Maybe I'm just being a friend?
Maybe. Eyes suspiciously. Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring, and that's not much to even see. There's not much to even see.
That doesn't matter. What matters is it. What matters is how seeing it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way.
Well, I don't know. At first, I was nervous to go in there and find more of his weird clowns because, of course, they are stupid and I hate them a lot. But then when I didn't see any, it was weird. I felt weirdly, disappointed almost.
It is fair to say this changed your perception of your father.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it such a stretch to conclude it has changed your perception of other things as well?
No, maybe not. What are you getting at? It sounds like you're saying I'm crazy.
Are your shipping fires stoked yet? Let's face it, this is a bland ship. The first boy and girl introduced in the story? Please. Buying into this ship is kind of jumping the gun, like when a shareholder sells off stock at the first sign of trouble. John X Rose is a ship for the nervous investor.
Like Rose X Dave is any better.
John, alchemize.
I don't like to use the word crazy.
Oh god, see? This is therapy bullshit.
That was a joke. But anyways, whether it means you're crazy or not, consider this theory. Your presumably long-standing tendency for scrolling this imagery is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you, possibly something from your past, which you have blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings. Therefore, they have been invisible until now.
Why now?
Perhaps because you've seen evidence that conflicts with the worldview your subconscious has constructed to obfuscate the truth. That your dad is not necessarily the clown-loving maniac you thought he was. All along, the negative attribute buried by your psyche may have been projected onto him and subsequently reveled as a sort of defense mechanism.
But this is absurd. My dad loves these shitty clowns. He's got all these statues and paintings everywhere.
Is it unthinkable that over the years it was he who believed you were the one with a passion for clowns because of all the strange drawings in your room? A father who then embraces a son's hobby to establish a strong bond, or wages a companion of passive-aggressive mockery as your interest? Either is plausible. I don't know your dad that well.
I don't know. Not sure about all this. But I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny Sassacre. The bunny Sassacre fedora I just made.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow, what are you doing, by the way? Rose, sorry to say, but this is all looking kind of silly.
I'm trying to spread the upward construction around so there is more a substantial foundation for later on. but I'm starting to wonder if it will be strong enough. It's kind of starting to wobble a little. I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose.
Yeah, no shit.
I might have to adopt a different building strategy. Stick to more load-bearing walls in blockier shapes, especially since grist has been easier to come by lately.
Okay, but you really must be running low on time by now, right?
Right.
Strider.
Jade, dream up extra arms and play advanced bass solo.
CrossFit, Carapace, Pogo, Hammer, Sassacre.
He knows.
Vaguely.
Skaya.
He has like the entire song and he's been crossing off the words. as
Yeah,
they come
he's
up.
like, oh, so we've heard that one. Ooh, good dog, yeah.
He's playing bingo right now.
Playing bingo with can't stop. Can't
So,
Fight the Sunstick song.
with this and the earlier bass solo, did we miss anything on Haunting Piano Refrain or whatever Rose's one is? Because we didn't watch those animations fully.
Also, you just mention the fact that she took her guitar and the amp from the wall into her Siledex and it just appeared there?
I mean, Rose plugged her laptop into a thing on a different Siledex card, so...
You know what? Fair enough.
Jade, change Wardrobifier to cycle through Starheart Horseshoe. Okay, good idea. You leave the moon in the cycle, though, because you like it. Unfortunately, there are no clovers. Or tasty red balloons. Jade, go explore the Golden City.
Yeah.
Jade, go and make a new friend. I sense an important character later.
He looks like he kind of looks like the other guys we've seen in the future. Letter and envelope.
Will you cut that out? You have company. WV, look behind you. See? Over there. WV, read letter.
Oh, this is so tense. Dance.
Dance Revolution.
WV, give present. Hooray!
Oh, no. He's moving over.
Jade, gracefully fly to the other golden tower. You decide to check on your neighbor. Jade, inspect neighbor's tower. It is very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this one is home to a young boy instead of a young girl. You peer through the window.
Oh, it's a dream dimension. Okay, that makes sense.
John is, of course, sound asleep. It sounds like he is having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb his slumber, though. He will wake up when he is ready. Speaking of John, You wonder if he got the birthday present you sent him, or for that matter, if you even remembered to send it. Darn, you get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things. Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You had better go inside soon. It is never a very good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to log onto your computer and ask John about his present. You just know he will think it is awesome, and it will be a great way to thank him for the wonderful present he got you. John, alchemize in a 1980s time-lapse montage. That would be pretty cool, and would promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time, but it also sounds like kind of a pain in the ass, so you decide to play it straight up this time. Rose has moved the alchemiter back down to the deck while she reworks the building project up there. Just as well, because it will save you a lot of legwork. Between this thing, the Designix, and the lathe, that's a whole lot of scrambling around. John, recombine hammer and pogo ride. This time, instead of overlapping the two cards, which created the pogo hammer, you use the two cards to double punch a blank card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is the hammerhead pogo ride. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes, rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes, or too many. Just mix up the overlaps and double punches and the sky's the limit. John, combine ghost shirt and suit. You make the green slime ghost suit. Pretty swanky, but you're not completely satisfied with the wardrobe upgrade yet. John, combine ghost suit and wise guy book. You make the wise guy slime suit. This is so much better. It seems there are lots of secret trickstery gimmicks concealed in— oh shit, there goes the cards! John, combine glasses and PDA. You make the serious business goggles. This is a pretty nice hands-free communication solution, and it makes you look way cooler, like one of the kids from Spy Kids or something. God, that was a good movie. Real spies, only smaller.
See, he did
so,
know about Spy Kids.
I did say I don't think John ever mentioned Spy Kids, but yeah, no, he talks about it here.
Oh my
Spy
god.
Kids was great.
It's a great franchise.
This incriminates Dylan even more.
John, combine sledgehammer, telescope, and Sassacre text. You make the telescopic Sassacrusher at pretty considerable expense. This thing could probably pound an ogre into crude burger. Of course, you have no hope of lifting it whatsoever. John, combine gushers and blue ectoplasm. You mix your gushers with some of the blue slime Nana left on the wall to make a box of hellacious blue phlegm aneurysm gushers with ghostly healing properties. These should be convenient, if somewhat unappetizing. John, combine fake arm, blue ectoplasm, and PDA. You make the remote ghost gauntlet. It looks like when you put on the special computer glove, it lets you control the big slimy ghost hand. The ghost gauntlet appears to have a considerably higher lift capacity than your own puny arms. John, combine ghost gauntlet and bathroom mirror. You make a left-handed remote ghost gauntlet to complete the pair, because you don't see why the hell not. John, combine umbrella and straight razor. You make the barber's best friend. It suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab that umbrella-kind strife specimen that's been lying in the study for a while. John, combine gushers and shaving cream. You make a deadly Betty Crocker You make a deadly Betty Crocker Barbasol bomb. Be careful with that thing. Jesus. John, combine Ghost Dad poster with— okay, you have a cool idea for something to do with your Ghost Dad poster, but it looks like you drew shit all over that one too without realizing it. Lousy goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea how to clean it up. John, capture log / punch Heath Ledger Joker figurine. If you could somehow subtract the code of the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares those holes. You determine that the defaced Cosby should only result from a double punching with the Joker, if your theory is correct. This means the original Cosby poster had one of those holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You try out all 3 possible codes, yielding 1 potted plant, 1 painting of a horse attacking a football player, and 1 clean Cosby poster. Success. John, combine Cosby poster with computer. Oh god.
It's just really a weird with how, recent info about
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
You make the
Oh, the
Cosby
bottom
top...
text.
Oh no.
Oh wow, moving on. This thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it is causing you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. John, combine Dad's hat and Problem Sleuth poster. Let's get that off the screen as soon as possible. You make another ordinary fedora with 4 pieces of candy corn inside. John, combine Hammer and Problem Sleuth game. Whatever this item is, you cannot make it yet. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, some types of which you have not even encountered. John, combine iron and pogo hammer. You make the wrinkle fucker.
I think that's up there with the throngler.
Yeah.
So much sweet loot. You'd almost think it was simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know that is ridiculous and could never conceivably happen. Anyway, Dave, strife.
If I please, it's gonna be a. So like the world is just ending, and the Strider brothers are like, yeah, let's duke it out right now.
I mean, yeah, but also this is just an average day in Texas.
Gosh, they're so cool.
Is it even a rule that they live in Texas?
I don't think so, but
Isn't even actually canon?
it definitely is, right? Maybe it's never explicitly stated. I don't know. Piece of shit.
This feels like two anime nerds that got so deep into it that they actually got good at the stuff they were mimicking. Or just looks cool.
And then he rides off on a fucking hoverboard.
There's the stuff there. What? I mean, he's a terrible brother, but still.
Oh, by the way, that was a song by Toby Fox.
Yo, that is so cool.
Bro just kicked my ass. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Jade, pester John. Don't attempt to read anything in the Flash animation. We'll read it through this. You guys like all that lore? This is just.
Lore dumped.
Oh wait, these. Wait, are these? Yeah, these are just from earlier.
53.
Hey,
Whoa, there you are.
how's your adventure going, John?
It's okay. I'm making some progress.
This is a conversation from earlier.
Okay, we can skip it then.
Oh, right, it is.
Jade, update colorful reminders. You take a moment to gather your thoughts after your dream. While you are asleep, it can get very confusing figuring out what is really happening and what isn't, especially during the eclipse, when you are exposed to many visions of the past, present, and future through a variety of cloud mirages. It is only after you wake up that you are able to start making sense of it all, and your reminders help you do this. But on reflection, there wasn't much in the dream about the future. You were quite surprised to see your dog in your dream, though. It was the first time the crafty guardian has ever appeared in a dream. You have learned that today is his birthday, just like it is for your other best friend. You have always wondered about this, and never had the chance to throw him a party and bake him a cake. Now you can. But if you do, it seems that you will need a lot of candles. Beck has never allowed you to enter the Mystic Ruins for reasons you never understood. You always assumed it was on account of your protection, but your dream has strongly suggested to you that that is where you need to go now. Since your dream bot is secured in its chamber and does not need to be looked after, Beck is taking a nap in the grand foyer as he usually does. Perhaps you can take advantage of this and sneak out of the house another way. Jade, grab your harpoon gun. Oh yes, of course. One of your reminders reminds you that you still have a package to deliver too. This way, you can kill 2 birds with 1 harpoon gun. Jade, use harpoon to zipline into the great outdoors. Rose, finish building. Architectural perfection. Dave, mourn the loss of Cal. See you, little dude. If you had any more apple juice, you would pour some out for your homie. You'll have to remember to double check your closet for more juice. Dave, go get a goddamn new sword. Perhaps you will, but if you do, it looks like you'll have to break it in half first. Perfectly good strife specimens down the toilet. Thanks, bro. Dave, capture lug beta. You try to grab the beta, but you forget your Silodex is completely packed. You wonder why you jammed all this useless crap in here in the first place. Maybe you assumed you would weaponize it all during one of your customary hash wrap battles with your bro. But in retrospect, that probably just would have been a huge chore and would have made the battle drag on forever. It's like, what are you, made of time? Dave, eject your modus and set it to Scrabble values. You dump all this crap all over the floor. You then set your modus to the Scrabble hash function for some reason. This function always makes it a little less intuitive to calculate hash values for items and therefore more cumbersome to rap with. But yes, that's kind of a moot point now that your bro flew off fuck knows where. His mysterious ways transcend irony once again. Dave, get beta. You get the beta, now yielding a radically different hash value with the Scrabble function, which is to say a radically exactly the same value. Dave, pester Rose. Okay, I got it. I hope you appreciate how much gross spongy proboscis I had to fillet to get this game. Hello? What are you doing? Anyway, I'm going downstairs now installing this thing. Later. You have finally finished your building project. You've done about all you can do for John. You don't think you can provide much assistance against all those ogres this time, but at least now John appears to be armed to the teeth. All there is left to do is wait for Dave. Rose, capture log and send John the code for his present. That would certainly hasten the parcel's delivery, but the gift is not finished yet. You have spent months accelerating your knitting skills to be able to make the gift of perfect sentimental appeal. You even incorporated a cherished heirloom you've had as long as you can remember. When he sees your staggering gesture of sentimentality, he will finally understand. He will understand that in the game of facetious sentimental gestures, no one gets the best of Rose Lalonde. Months in the past.
Dear Rose, happy birthday. Thanks for being such a great friend all these years. I know you like to make it out like you're playing it cool and don't care much about the people in your life, but I know deep down you really do. Hell, not even that deep down. It's like your subconscious is having a wet t-shirt contest and you being all aloof is this totally soggy t-shirt doing no good at all, at hiding nothing. Oh wait, it looks like 2 can play at this game of cracking all these highfalutin psychology books. Aw, snap. But yeah, I got you this because I think you're really creative and you could make something nice with it if you put your mind into it, and it might help you take your mind off a lot of all this serious business you're always absorbed in. All this weirdo pseudo gothy stuff or whatever. Frankly, it's kind of depressing. Anyway, you're the best, Rose. Have a rad 13th. It will catch up with you guys soon. I will catch up with you guys soon. God, you're all so old. Ghostly trickster.
John. Rose, answer. Which one is this?
Kanaya.
Okay, so that's Dylan.
Am I green?
You are green.
You are green.
Oh, shit.
I can always be Kanai if you want, but
Nah, I can just. Why is it that when the subject of temporal mechanics is broached, your sparing human intellect instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender unimaginable? Time is not that difficult to understand. It is utility that a universe may resort to in order to advance a desired degree of complexity, or it may not resort to if that is the case. It's all pretty pedestrian, but no, when time travel comes up, you present the face that a man shows when the breeze gradually alerts him to his absence of nether dressings. I don't see how we are to properly agitate you all if you continue to insist on failing to understand basic concepts which common infants effortlessly manage to describe via scrawlings in their own puddles of sloppy discharge.
Have we spoken before?
Yes, in the future.
You and your friends never cease to invent ways to strengthen the credibility of your assertions.
Oh my, it is your human sarcasm again. I enjoy listening to it, and I wish doing so could serve as my primary form of recreation. There, see, I just did it too, saying the opposite thing to emphasize my contempt. But suddenly I feel more primitive and made myself a little more hate. And it was like this funny miracle that just happened in my heart.
I would admire your sophistication. I would admire the sophistication of you and your fellow future dwellers a little more if you seem to be aware the word human only functions as a sort of adjective in bad science fiction. But I won't be rude and change the subject. There's still a bit of unflagellated straw poking out of your rhetoric effigy over here. Effigy over here.
Oh dear, no, we aren't from the future, but we are all already in agreement that you don't get it and never will.
I thought you said we spoke in the future.
We did, your future. For me, it was only a couple minutes ago.
I understand. You exist in some temporal stratum through which you have communication access to various points of my timeline. It's not that complicated.
Yes, that's right. Will you try to talk some sense into your idiot friends so that we may proceed to bother them all on more rational terms?
I try to every day, with mixed results. But you see, it's not that I don't understand you, it's just that I don't believe you. Because it's nonsense, albeit persistent and coordinated nonsense. Why would a bunch of temporary dislocated trolls want to harass a group of friends through complete random points in time?
I will admit this campaign of provocation wasn't all that well thought out. Don't tell anyone I said that.
Alright, maybe you should get some trolling tips from us humans, or sparing intellects are probably better suited to it.
Yeah, maybe. Why don't we be friends?
You want to be my friend?
I think so. I think we're supposed to. You suggested as much earlier.
You mean I did in the future?
Yes, a couple minutes ago.
Probably because I remembered you mentioning it in the conversation we're having.
That's likely.
Your commitment to this role-playing scenario is intriguing. What choice do I have but to accept?
Dear Dave, happy birthday. I just wanted to take a break from telling you how much your gay butt stinks all the time and say what an awesome friend you are. Seriously, on any other day I would be downplaying how you aren't really as cool as you think you are, but just between you and me, I think you might actually be that cool. I think you just gotta get out of your bro's shadow and spread your wings, dude. So I got you these. They're totally authentic. They actually touched Ben Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. I'm sure you'll dig them because I know you lolled so hard at that movie. Okay, so for real, this is the sort of a shitty present, but it is an ironic present because I know you wouldn't have it any other way. Maybe you can wear them ironically sometime. They might even be more ironic than you and your bro's dumb, pointy anime shades. Anyway, have a good one, buddy, and stay busy being totally sweet.
Dave, answer.
Hey. Hey. First, okay, I think you're awful. Let's put a fact on the table where we both can see it. Now, you have been primed for the digestive ruination that's about to take place, and comprehensive soiling of your laundry enveloping your person.
Oh my god, you type like a tool.
Yeah? Now you're getting it. What you are in for. Are you ready to be trolled with an inch of your miserable human cortex?
This is so weak. I'm almost getting tired of wasting good material on you guys. It's like you've got nothing. It's always one of you sprouting up and ranting about how hard I'm about to get trolled with no ensuing substance. You don't even know anything about us. One of you fuckers thought I was a girl.
Okay, yeah. But the thing is that I don't care about your anatomical details and things like that. I know what you've done, or will do, actually. It's the most awful thing. The worst you could ever do.
Sorry I wouldn't cyber with you, dude, in the future or whatever.
Wait, what? What? Wait, oh. Okay, you're the one who, to submit innuendo?
Human innuendo.
Yes, human innuendo. Sorry for the lack of clarity.
So at what point in the future am I supposed to look forward to you whipping up this titanic hankering for my knob? Be honest with me, because I'm busy, and I want to know exactly when I gotta clear some space in my calendar for when some fuckwit blunders out of a magical phone booth and makes a ballad-inspiring play for my throbbing beef truncheon.
Should I be protrude by these illusions?
No, man, look, I just need to know when to be there. When the stars come into alignment, your flux capacitor lets you finally I think now is as good of a time to remind everyone that we do not agree with anything that our characters are saying. Lets you finally sate your meteoric greed for crotch toxin. I wouldn't want to miss it and cause a paradox or something. It'd suck if the universe blew up on account of you missing your window of opportunity to help yourself to a pubescent boy's naked spam porpoise.
Okay. This is sort of starting to upset me.
Jesus, you are such a shitty troll.
I guess I'll leave you alone and find another point in time to bother you when I guess you are more emotionally susceptible and don't have all these bees in your bonnet about your human sexuality.
Oh no, dude, you sassed me up. We are in the shit now, together, for the long haul.
What?
We're motherfucking entrenched in this bitch, you and me. Welcome to Nam. Now grab my hand and shimmy your soggy ass off that muddy bank before Charlie gets the fucking drop.
Who's Charlie?
He's the guy who's gonna read our vows. I'm feeling pretty friggin' matrimonial all of a sudden. Take a look down by your foot, see that little bottle? Stop on that shit like it's on fire. Noisy ethnic dudes are flipping the fuck out and waving us around on chairs till someone gets hurt. I'm your 300-pound matronly freight train, and my gaping furnace is hungry for coal, so get goddamn shoveling.
Oh my god.
Bro. Bro, look in my eyes. That twinkle, that be devotion, you herniated pro wrestler's sweaty purple taint. Sparkling like a visit from your fairy fucking godmother. Shit be pure and true. That's what you see. A kaleidoscope supernova of all your hopes and dreams all swishing together. Radially evincing arms of more little... Oh, God. This is how we do this. This shit's more real than Kraft Mayo. Adios, Toreador, blocked turn tech godhead. Really, I
Oh.
think
Beautiful.
you all dodged a bullet when I took Dave. You are now
I
the
just-
endless
I
renegade.
just love that. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You've identified a couple of unwelcome rogues outside your present stronghold. They are in violation of your jurisdiction. Despite your ordinarily striking marksmanship, you've spent your entire ammo clip without recording a single kill shot. What will you do? AR, realize that your weapon is magazine fed, not clip fed. You don't give a shit about that. AR, examine the wall behind you. The wall exhibits rows of ancient hieroglyphics depicting an array of amphibious and reptilian life forms. This is illegal pictography. It makes you angry. AR, go search for more ammo. There is plenty of ammunition stored in the various ammo crates which you have spent a great deal of time unearthing from nearby dunes and hauling you back to your stronghold. You have a large variety of weaponry and ammunition at your disposal. Whether you can locate some more AK-47 rounds quickly enough is a different matter. AR, quickly retrieve sidearms. You retrieve a pair of deadly sidearms, but you will need a longer ranged weapon if you are to continue your enforcement. AR, find a rocket launcher. Here's one. AR, befriend the unwelcome rogues. You wonder if you should reconsider your grievance with the offenders. Perhaps you should let it slide. They seem friendly enough, and it's been so long since you've had company. It would also be quite a pity to blow up that tall, attractive female. But then again, they are both in flagrant violation, trespassing through several zones which you painstakingly marked as off-limits while you conduct your investigation of this crime scene. It is your duty to investigate this illegal monument and get to the bottom of its illicit amphibious idolatry. Just thinking about all the slobby footprints they're leaving in the sand makes your carapace steam. The law is all that's left to hold on to in this unforgiving dust bowl. You cannot afford to loosen your black claw's grip lest justice slip through your fingers. Law is beauty, order is peace, judgment is the very basis for all that is pure and... Hold that thought. You need to take a moment to wear something ridiculous before you continue your spiel. Order in the court! You will have order in this courtroom! If everyone does not settle down, you will clear out this courtroom, you swear to God. AR, examine moving platform. It appears to be a large stage serving as a kind of elevator, but it can't go down because there's something jammed in it. Looks like a peculiar musical instrument, probably centuries old. But yeah, the jury
I gotta step out
agrees.
for a quick second. I'll be right back.
Okay, you've got to go blow up those trespassers. It's like all of this is set up for the later story.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, cool. Jade, place present on monument. You put John's present down in just the right spot, along with a letter you prepared a little while ago after a particularly interesting series of dreams. Should be any minute now. You put down the time bait. It's out of your hands now. You guess you could swim. Maybe you can think of a better way across, though. PM, read the letter. This is kind of confusing. But you guess it's straightforward enough, even if the drawing is somewhat inaccurate. Oh no! AR, berate self for unauthorized demolition. Stupid, stupid, stupid! You had them right in your crosshairs. You have no idea how a crack shot like you could have missed. It is practically inconceivable. AR, be the law. You reload and take aim. That fair carapace. How it sparkles in the desert light. No, you cannot afford to be distracted by such thoughts. You are busy being the law. You are the law, whoops! WV, wave about in a distracting manner. Oh, it's this guy again and his little blinking bee. So outrageous. The can ruse was a distraction, introducing the new friend, Jeremy. Who was Hella Jeff again?
I can't remember.
Is the blue shirt.
No, I mean, who was voicing Hella Jeff?
I believe
it-
it was you.
I thought I was Sweet Bro.
Okay, I guess
It's
I'll
one of
be
you
Hella
guys.
Jeff. Bro, have told you, dog. Bro, have you seen my socks? Around anywhere?
No, dude. Again with the socks. What is it even with you and socks, man?
It's like you want to be. Is this you or me?
I can't tell.
I'm gonna
I think it's me. It's like you must be toking up on a joint to make you stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their socks lying around like that. Ah.
I have the car. Look at that JPEG compression. It's beautiful.
PM, scamper quickly to the newly created hole. You have the cargo. PM, read the next step of the letter. At the bottom of the letter is a series of coordinates along with further instructions. You know what you must do. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. Mail. Years in the past. Today is your birthday. Your grandfather has decided to celebrate by introducing you to the thrill of the hunt, but suddenly you and Beck are wandering off. Where's this silly dog taking you? You find a present. You open it to find a shirt that is way too big for you, and pumpkin seeds? There is also a letter. It's John's... Oh wait, no, this is a different John letter. This is a new one.
Okay, okay. Dear Jade, happy birthday. It's hard to thank you enough for your friendship over the years. Heck, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even have met Rose and Dave. So that is like 3 times the friendship. That is almost like too much friendship. Haha, I only wish I could get you something for your birthday that could remotely make up what you've given me. But of course, that's impossible. So here are a couple silly things anyway. I went to a weird Asian store the other day and saw this rad shirt, so I got it and I'm wearing it now. There was a blue one too, which was way more awesome, and I wanted you to have it. I know you like a green a lot, but maybe you'd like to try wearing blue sometime. I bet you'd look like $1,000,000. Also, I know you've been frustrated lately about how your pumpkins keep disappearing. Well, I can't begin to explain why that's happening. All I can do is give you these so you can plant some more. Don't give up, Jade. Wherever those dumb old pumpkins went off to, I am sure you know the fun is in growing them and taking care of them until they are ready. You got to head out to the post office now, so this doesn't get to you too late. Talk to you soon.
So I guess there's our explanation for why Jade wears blue and John wears green.
Yeah.
Who is this
Basically.
John claiming to be your friend? And these other friends he mentions? Whoever he is, you think he might be onto something. Blue is a very pretty color. Also, growing some pumpkins sounds like it could be fun. Maybe we'll ask Grandpa if you can use the atrium to do some gardening. This will be exciting. Wop.
Wop.
You bear the vicious brunt of this story transition directly in the face. You are getting really tired of this feisty man and his busy fists. Jack, kill John's dad yourself. Here, stick this in your pipe and bleed to death slowly. You release the prisoner. He is free to go.
You really didn't like that at.
Jade, play guitar to summon giant lily pads. I love Frog Jade.
We got Pig Jade, Frog Jade. She's all the animals because she's a furry.
Dave, install beta. Alright, I'm installing this game finally.
We're doing this, man.
Yeah, you can almost say, we're making this.
Go on. What is where making this?
Transpire. Cool guy emoji.
Excellent. Let's make shit take place.
S. Enter. Oh shit.
Yo, Spotify.
Suburban jungle, self-eat apple juice.
It is.
Strider!
Crows.
Oh, thank God that thing's gone.
Thank goodness. He got to the portal.
End of Act 3.
Oh, that was a trip.
Yeah.
That was certainly a trip.
And you know what's right after this?
Yep.
Intermission.
Why Act
We're not
3? The
doing-
Midnight Crew intermission is next. If anecdotal evidence can be trusted, you will either read that section 10 times or you will skip it altogether. Skipping it would be a huge mistake, though, trust me. Almost as big a mistake as it was to get involved with Homestuck in the first place.
I agree with you.
Agree on that one.
I agree with you, Andrew Hussey.
We are on the cusp of something big, but there are 200 pages standing between us. We will pick this up later.
So there's a 200-page intermission about the Midnight Crew.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll call this Act 3.5.
I'll just name it the intermission. I mean, it's that's
Yeah,
what it is.
It's what it is. It's
People
the intermission.
people know it as the intermission.
Doing the troll dialogue feels almost impossible when you're tired.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
admittedly, Kanaya
Kanaya.
has like okay, yeah, Kanaya's dialogue is really bad, but her typing quirk is super easy. So,
Yeah, Kanaya
I'll go.
types like Rose, and Rose is difficult enough for me. I can't imagine Kanaya for you when you're tired.
Wasn't terrible.
I like Davros though.
That was very funny. That was amazing.
Dave is quite the character. I'll just say that.
Dave